Hey guys, it's Danny. Today I want to show you the most precious, the most beautiful little glass caves that I just received for my vampire crabs, and I've already placed them and my vampire crabs already love them. Now, for some of you, this might not be new. You might have seen them around. If you also watch Indoor Ecosystems videos on vampire crabs, you know he has some really whimsical and magical little glass caves. I made a mention in my previous video regarding this setup that I really like, apart from his videos, I really like those little glass caves because they're just so whimsical. And I'm a whimsical person, and I said I'm gonna get them one day, you know, but like after, when I have the budget for it, because like now with the move to the new house, it's like, gosh, we're broke. Anyway, so I did say that, and he was like awesome enough to put me in contact with the person who does make these glasses, or rather this glass caves. And his name is Christopher. He's a glass blower, and I think on Etsy and on his socials, he is Symbiotic Glass. I will for sure put all of his contacts and all of his details and everything in the description below, because let me tell you guys, these are some of the most precious things that I've ever received. Did I say? Yeah, he contacted me and he said, hey, you want some glass? I would be happy to send some to you. Duh, yeah, I want some glass caves because they're beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. So he sent me some glass caves and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love them. And he actually has a store where you can find other glass creations. And who knows, maybe in the future, maybe, who knows, maybe something for the small plecos. We'll see. I'm not gonna say more, but yeah, I will be sure to link you down below and maybe put on the screen his social media accounts and also his store on Etsy, and feel free to check out the stuff he makes and what he has, and also feel free to contact him if you're interested in something, no matter where you are in the world. Feel free to contact him, especially if you're international, because shipping prices might vary. And also, if you want a discount, let me make sure that I get it right. You can use MOG20 and get 20% off from your purchase, and the first 10 people who use this code will receive a free glass gift. I'll put all of this information on the screen and in the description below. Check it out. I think it's wonderful. And let me just show you exactly how wonderful it is, because I put these caves in like a few days ago for the crabs, like to get used to them. They got used to them immediately. So here is a closer look at the glass little caves, and I'll come back to do the outro of this video. Oh, right, so here are the little caves. I received 5 of them, plus a little mushroom. I do believe that's supposed to be like a decoration, which looks absolutely beautiful if you see it from above. Now, the caves have a few various sizes, but they're all around 3 centimeters across, or that would be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches across. And they are the perfect size for vampire crabs. By the way, with vampire crabs, males tend to grow larger than females, is what I read. I don't actually have females, sadly. And also, I discovered the different species, which sadly I ended up with, and I know better for the future, but the different species seem to have a bit of a difference in size. My red devils are a little larger than everything else, while the purple crabs without the yellow back, they tend to stay smaller. And since they're all males, it's not a female versus male size thing. So the different size caves is actually a good thing, because each crab actually chose the size they feel most comfortable in. And I do notice, as you will see, the purple crab that I have chose one of the smaller caves, because probably he feels a little bit more snug and a little bit more protected. So as you can see, these particular caves are quite opaque, and they have a beautiful, beautiful foresty kind of coloration that still stands out. I really love that blue, and they're 100% made out of glass. Now, before these caves, I tried to create the idea of a cave using some small terracotta pots, which were not very small, and some of the crabs were not fitting snug. And as you can see, they weren't really feeling all that secure. I got a little too close with my camera, and the poor guy just got freaked out. So I think they will feel much safer in these caves since they're a more appropriate size. Another thing I don't like about these terracotta pots is that they are water absorbent, and they can grow mold, and they can grow a little bit of algae, which may or may not be insightful. And this doesn't happen with glass since it's not a porous surface. Now, as I was arranging the caves, one of the crabs already found his cave. This was his place anyway, but he immediately went into the new cave. And as you will see, he is enjoying it much more. Now, the front bushes need a trim, and by the end of this video, I do trim them so you can see the caves better. But as I was trimming the plants, I noticed another vampire crab found its cave. And this is the purple one I was telling you about, and I hope you can see the size difference between them. This is one of the smaller caves that he chose. And doesn't he look so precious in the little cave? They're just so cute. I ended up spending half an hour or more just watching them and seeing their reaction, and I have to tell you guys, oh my goodness, do you mind? I'm recording. I should have recorded this before 7 a.m. It's after 7 a.m. The neighborhood became very loud. Anyway, this little guy seemed to have noticed that the cave is different, something has changed, and he's just checking out his environment. Maybe I'm looking a little too much into things, but he generally seems quite fascinated by what has happened to his home, and he's checking out his surrounding. He's even touching the new glass. He's looking at the roof. Definitely, I do believe they have the capacity to notice something is changed, but I don't know, from his movements and everything, I think he really enjoys the change. And actually, he started to bring in bits and pieces of moss and even soil. They do have the tendency to drag stuff inside. I do see it in the previous little pots. As you could see in the footage, they dragged in quite a lot of soil. And I find that very cute that they kind of make it their own. So I did enjoy spending quite a bit of time just watching these guys make these caves their own, and now after a few days they're still in their caves and they still really enjoy it. And it's funny to see how each crab kind of has a different looking like cave. Size usually is the main criteria involved in choosing the caves, but it's quite fascinating to see. I really love these little animals, and I so hope that one day I find some females and just make an entire like habitat and have them reproduce and just have them bred in captivity, you know, not taken from the wild. But yeah, so far no new imports, no females that I found. These are the same crabs I started with 6 months ago, and sadly they are all male, but I love them nonetheless. They are so adorable. Alrighty, there we are. Aren't they adorable? Okay, now for those of you who are new to my channel, even in aquascaping, and I think I have a video like where I rambled on how in aquascaping I never quite fit in with my scapes. It doesn't help that I don't necessarily have an eye for design much, but the stuff that I personally am drawn to are the very whimsical and very, maybe not very natural scapes. All my life I've tried to create naturalistic scapes because I thought, you know, that's how you should do it, and I kind of failed because what I like and what I am is just whimsical. It's just fairy tale stuff. So I kind of started to embrace, you know, that part of me, which might not look natural. I mean, I love red plants. Shower me in red aquatic plants. I love them. Are they natural to have a lot in your tank? Maybe not. And people complained, like at the time when I did my scape, that it's too much red. It's fine with me. I like that. I also mentioned something about plecos. This is something that I in my location struggle with enough. For my zebra plecos, I cannot really find the caves that I like. If you know, I redid their setup a million times because I just didn't like it and it didn't work out. And I still don't fully like that setup because those caves are ceramic. They're not whimsical and beautiful and fairy tale-y. They're ceramic. I don't want a pot in my tank. I want to create the illusion of a magical forest. Well, these caves look so darn precious. They look like a fairy tale vampire crab cave. I don't know. I absolutely adore them, and they inspire me to create an even bigger vampire crab ecosystem. I really hope one day I get to find some females. I only have males at the moment, but I really do like them and adore them, and they do well. Like, it's been 6 months and they're still good, so I can do good with them. And I'm so happy they have their burrowing caves now. They really enjoy them, as you saw in the footage. They actually really love to hide in these caves, and if you watch the indoor ecosystem video, you will see that he had more time like with them in the caves, and he says that sometimes they use the caves as like an ambush place or a place where they bring stuff. I recorded a video with one of the crabs where he was like actually checking out his new environment. He was like looking and touching everything, and then he started to pull some moss and some soil inside just to make it his own. That is just amazing to see a little animal doing that. And the caves, they look like they belong in a fairy tale. What I want to do with my creations is give the illusion of a bit of a fairy tale. They're still natural because they have natural elements, but I want them to be whimsical and fairy tale. I am such a fan, and yeah, do check him out below. I thank you again for sending these caves to me. That was such a wonderful gift. Thank you, Indoor Ecosystems, for putting us in touch, and yeah, just watching my videos. Thanks for watching. Oh my gosh. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. A little side note before I let you go, we are going to start moving pretty soon. I'm gonna have to start to move the tanks and everything. I don't really know how and what type of videos I will make in the following weeks, but bear with me. I will try to do vlog style stuff, but it's gonna take a while to move everything. I'm gonna take you along though. So yeah, exciting times ahead, but very destructful times as well. Luckily the terrariums don't need like emptying and anything, so we're good there. All right, so thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys next time, whenever next time will be. Just stay tuned, turn on that ring notification just to stay up to date with all the videos in the upcoming weeks. Right, so with that said, I'll see you next time. Bye.